you doing, Abe?
Come on, man. Come on.
Whoa! Oh, I love football.
Throws it late. It is caught in the. It's caught. Touchdown!
There was nothing telling you I was going to do that. And the ball was in the air before I did it. That's what I wanted you to do. And I was like,
It's National Tight End Day. It's a National Tight End Day.
So many great storylines in this game, including the fact that it will feature two of the best tight ends in the game today, possibly of all time. As you see here, Travis Kelce and George Kittle rank second and third in receiving yards per game by a tight end, trailing only, historically, Rob Gronkowski and ahead of Kellen Winslow and Tony Gonzalez. They are both fantasy superstars. I know you know that. But the way they get their yards and touchdowns and even the way they approach the game, it's a little bit different. What do you think about Kelce's game? What do you like about it? What should we be looking for in the Super Bowl, Sean?
Yeah, sure. What's not to love when it comes to Travis Kelce? I'm a movie guy, as everybody knows. There's a movie called The Perfect Weapon by Jeff Speakman. It's a great martial arts movie if you love it, but it's the art of Kenpo. That is Travis Kelce. He is the perfect weapon because just like the crane kick that Miyagi taught Danielson, if done properly, no one can defend. Let's take a look at Travis Kelce, all right? You want to play man against him, D?
Yeah.
Do you? Do you want to play man? All right, a lot of people have tried. Let's take a look at the Texans. Here they are playing man. We're going to double Tyreek Hill right here. All right, we're not going to let you beat us deep, which means we've got Lonnie Johnson one-on-one against Travis Kelce. Look at this separation right here, Lindsey. I mean, he's not even within 8 yards when he catches this football. So, okay, fine. The perfect weapon. We can't play man against him. Well, you know what we'll do? We're going to play man. We're going to double him, Lindsey. We're going to put 2 guys on Travis Kelce. Well, guess what? Right? Just like Jeff Speakman, he's smart too. Right? He sees the double team. Says, I'm not going to keep running the crossing route right in front of him so he can jump the route. I'm going to straighten up, and then I'm going to run behind him. He outruns the double coverage. All right, D?
Okay, so that didn't work.
Look at that. Just like Woody and White Man Can't Jump. I'm just going to leave it up there. It's so pretty.
Hold it up.
So
all right, fine. So we can't handle man. We're going zone coverage, cover 3 right here. We're not going to let him beat us deep. Look at Travis right here in the middle of the field with the Mickey Mouse gloves. The big old white hands are up in the middle as he sits down, tells his quarterback, here I am. Man, zone, it doesn't matter. Travis Kelce, he's going to beat you.
He's good. So is Kittle, though.
He is really good. Kelce is really good, Sean, but what you aren't showing me is the physicality. Come on, man. When you think about Kittle and what he brings
he's more wide receiver than tight end. I'll give you that.
Come on, man. Think about Kittle, man. Look, first I'm going to go back to Kelce. I don't know if Kelce will be able to even get out on a lot of pass routes. When you think about this 49ers pass rush, where is normally the first guy they say, hey, man, you're not going to run a route today. You're going to help us block.
Yeah.
Who is it going to be? It's going to be the tight end.
Keep the tight end and double chip.
Kelce, as big a weapon as he is, I think he's going to be asked to help block this disruptive pass rush from the 49ers. But on the other side of things, Kittle, man, you know, when you think about him being able to run routes, he can run routes with the best of them. But what I really love, Kyle Shanahan made the statement, Kittle has never come to me and said, hey, coach, I want that play because I want the football. He said he's come to me and said, hey, coach, call this run play because I want to go against that guy right there.
Look at that.
And just watch him put it.
He
loves put his hands on people.
I watched him go as Zadarius Smith, and you could see it was a personal battle. He wanted to let Zadarius know, hey, look, I'm here all day for you. And that's the kind of physicality that the 49ers love to have at the point of attack, whether it's in the run game, whether it's in the pass game. Run after catch, to me, Kittle is the more explosive guy, and so the more complete player in my opinion. You know, Kelce's more of that pretty boy receiver. You know?
Oh, pretty boy receiver. I don't know. Although Andrew Hawkins' arrival video yesterday did depict him as such, right?
He had a lot of swag.
They both have a lot of swag and so much personality. We could talk about them in the many layers for days. They also have 7 Pro Bowl nods between them. Neither of them obviously can go this year, so they were replaced by Jack Doyle and Austin Hooper. And they're not the only ones who got late nods. Some of the other players added to the roster this week, Devontae Adams and Zadarius Smith.
All right, Z, no more snub.
DJ Chark from Jacksonville is going. Kirk Cousins from Minnesota. He's taking Aaron Rodgers' spot, the Packers quarterback having dropped out at the last minute. 2 other people that you will see at the game, Pete Carroll and John Harbaugh, who are the coaches for the 2020 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon, which you can catch on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ABC. The traditional AFC-NFC format, though, it's going to be a little bit different this year. The NFL is toying with a couple of rule changes, one that will result in no kickoffs. Okay, stay with me here. I'm going to try and explain it. Instead, the team that scores will have two choices. They can either give the other team the ball at their 25,
Gotcha.
like
a touchback.
like a touchback, exactly, or they can keep the ball themselves and try to keep going, but it's super risky. They would get one play from their own 25. It's a 4th and 15.
Right.
If they convert, fresh set of downs, they're moving.
Yeah.
If they don't, the other team takes over.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. They're almost in the red zone.
That rule reeks of
We playing
desperation
video
right there.
games
But
right now.
the Alliance Football League actually started that, and that's kind of where they pilfered that from.
What do you think? Do you think anyone would? I could see a team if they're like just super confident in their offense, like we've got the momentum. Let's just go.
4th and 15.
You got Mahomes.
Yeah, if you got Mahomes,
Got those burners.
maybe. In the Pro Bowl, this would be fun. In a regular season game, I don't know if anybody would do that.
Instead of an onside kick, too.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
instead
Like
of
maybe
an onside
it
kick.
takes
That's
over
where
that.
maybe analytics comes in. Because
Yeah.
now you say, what's the probability of getting an onside kick recovery
Not
versus
very
converting
likely.
a 4th and 15?
Yep.
I think a lot of it has to do with how's the game playing out right now. Are we doing a good job protecting? And because 4th and 15, listen, you've got to have enough time for your receivers to get that first down. So if you're playing a team like the 49ers who are getting after your quarterback, probably not going to do that. But if you've done a good job protecting, 4th and 15 sounds good. And if the game's almost over, and it doesn't matter if you turn the ball over on downs, you take the shot.
Testing it out at the Pro Bowl. We'll see how it goes, and we'll hear what the coaches think about it right now. Omar Ruiz and Jane Slater with them today down in Orlando.
I know this is your first time being a head coach at the Pro Bowl. The first thing that I thought of was, how does the always compete mentality fit in here at the Pro Bowl?
Well, hey, we're playing to win. These guys are here to battle. They're going to battle in the skills competition. I hope we can win that, have some of our guys be on top, and then take it on to the game and have a good time. Really, it's about having fun and enjoying and celebrating. So we're going to make sure that we take care of business in that degree.
And when you have the rule changes that are being proposed here for this game, the 4th and 15 attempt, the lack of false start by the receivers, what do you make about those experimental rules?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's fun to try to find a more competitive way to, to give the team that's behind, I think, a chance to go for it. Onside kicks aren't working out real well. It's pretty low rate. This situation is going to be interesting. We're going to see how it goes. I know if we get a chance, we're going to use it. But as far as the penalties and stuff like that, we'll see how that goes. League needs to continue to grow and challenge and expand our thoughts and what is possible. This is one way to do it.
How excited are you and the staff to coach this one?
We're really excited. I mean, it's a great event. It's great for the NFL to come out here today at Jones High School and see all the things that the NFL is doing for the community here, to meet the players, the coaches, the choir, the band, the community members. It's just a really fun event. It's a joy. It's great to be around the players. I mean, it's fun to see those guys in a different setting. We're not lining up against them. It's not quite as combative as it might be in a game. You kind of get to know their families, so it's really a great deal.
Pro Bowl, a fun time for the fans to interact with their favorite players. And it sounds like a certain Saints fan will be looking for Lamar Jackson.
I love
Drew Brees posting on Instagram that his son Balin is a big fan of his. Pumped to meet him this week. And we'll have coverage of all of that from Orlando all week long. We'll also be in Mobile for the Reese's Senior Bowl practice kicking off there today. And we've got a full hour of coverage coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern on that. But for the highlights of what happened on the field, here is Andrew Siciliano.
I think it was a pretty good day. Day one here at the Reese's Senior Bowl. The North coached by the Lions, the South coached by the Bengals. What'd you see, Daniel Jeremiah?
Well, it's fun. It's fun to watch the quarterbacks out there spin the ball around. When you look at Justin Herbert, who I thought had a pretty clean day today. Jordan Love from Utah State, a little bit up and down performance from him. Jalen Hurts, we saw him move around and make some plays today. So I always enjoy watching the quarterbacks day one, and we know they're just going to get better as the week goes along.
Yeah, and I reflect on something you said in our broadcast and during the time before we began. What are we going to do with separating these receivers? One from USC and Michael Pittman, one from Notre Dame and Chase Claypool. And I don't think that anything got settled today because both of them made play after play after play. And they're both aggressive on special teams. So it's going to be fun to watch that. Plus, the offensive and defensive linemen got after each other in this thing. I want to see how that progresses the rest of the way.
It is such a deep field of wide receivers, many of them on this field here in Mobile throughout the week leading up to the game. A lot of quarterback questions to be answered as well this week. We will talk to Oregon's Justin Herbert coming up on our Reese's Senior Bowl recap show. That is at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. See you then.
And the Senior Bowl game will be coming your way Saturday exclusively on NFL Network. We'll get you ready for the game with a live total access at 2 p.m. Eastern. And as for the guys who were at that game last year, remember there's still time to vote for your favorite rookie for Pepsi Rookie of the Year. Go to NFL.com and cast your vote, and the winner will be announced next week in Miami. Kyler Murray, Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs, A.J. Brown, and Nick Bosa are your options there. It is the cruelty of the NFL that the losers of Championship Sunday are typically forgotten amongst the hoopla of Super Bowl hysteria. And it's understandable, but it's also a little bit unfair. So after the break, what happens now for the Packers and Titans?